Man of Constant Sorrow, performed by Dan Tyminski and probably most recognizable from O Brother, Where Art Thou, is going to be played in drop D tuning and then capoed on the 3rd fret of the guitar. To play this opening riff, I've modeled it after what I've seen Dan Tyminski do live, and then also trying to fit as closely as possible to the recording from the O Brother, Where Art Thou intro from that movie, which Dan Tyminski played. You're going to start with your first finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret, and I'm speaking now relative to the capo, 1, 2, 3. First finger, 5th string, 3rd fret. You'll strike the open 6th string and then the fretted 5th string, and then you'll put either your ring or your pinky finger, whichever is most comfortable for you. I use my pinky finger onto the 5th string, 5th fret, and you will strum up with your pick. So you've got down, up. So, and then you're going to pick up your hand from the fretboard, and you'll do another quick pick up, emphasizing the open 5th string, but you're going to hit the still open 6th string behind it. And then you'll go back down with your pick, with your first finger coming down to the 5th string, 3rd fret, and then you'll put your pinky finger back down on the 5th string, 5th fret, and strum back up. So you've got very slowly. That's the very first part. After you get back, and you may want to stop right there and just practice that rhythm. And actually in that rest, it's okay if you hit the open 6th string. You might want to stop right there and just practice that. After you get that down, you're then going to bring your pinky finger or ring finger, whichever you are fretting the 5th string, 5th fret with, and you're going to raise it 1, 2, 3 frets. So we're now on the relative 8th fret of the 5th string. And that's going to be an up strum with your pick on the 5th and still open 6th string. So 5th string, relative 8th fret, hitting behind it the open 6th string. So we've got, and then you're going to come back down to the 5th string, 5th fret. That will be a down pick, and then you'll move with your first finger to the 5th string, 3rd fret. That will be an up pick, and then it to me sounds like Tyminski probably puts his 2nd finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and you'll go across the open 3rd string, and now the fretted 2nd string, 3rd fret, and then you'll finish with your pinky finger going to the 6th string, 5th fret, and then your first finger going to the 6th string, 3rd fret. So let me piece this together very slowly for you. So you might want to break this up into 2 parts, because this is a tricky riff, but this is exactly how it's getting played, or at least these are exactly the notes that are getting played. It might be slightly different fingering, but this is how it's getting played on the O Brother, Where Art Thou track. You may want to stop and break this into 2 sections. You might want to have this as one section, and just practice that, slowly generating speed. Eventually you can And then the second part is going to be until eventually you can put them both together. Whenever you hit the 6th string 3rd fret right there, you'll probably want to, once you get comfortable with playing it, pull that note a little bit. And then it's going to go into a D major chord. So that's the intro. And then D major chord. So 1st finger to the 3rd string 2nd fret, ring finger to the 2nd string 3rd fret. If you want to put your 2nd finger down on the 1st string 2nd fret for a traditional D chord, you can. But it sounds like the 2nd finger is just being left off altogether, and that most of the strumming is happening from the open 6th string down to the fretted 2nd string. And this is where it starts the lyrics of In Constant Sorrow, and on the word sorrow, it goes to an A chord. So for the A chord, just move with your 1st finger and bar the 2nd fret of strings 4, 3, and 2. Hitting the open 5th string to the fretted 2 string, and then you're going to go back up to the D chord. Now in this D chord, you hear another little riff take place. So in the D chord, you're going to hit the 1 and 2, and then, so if we're subdividing this into 8th notes, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and on the and of the 2, you're going to slide up 1 and 2, and you're going to slide up from the 5th string 3rd fret to the 5th string 5th fret with your 2nd finger. 1 and 2, and then you'll go. So that's an up down on the 5th string 5th fret to the pointer finger to the 5th string 3rd fret. And then you'll finish it with ring or pinky finger to the 6th string 5th fret, 1st finger to the 6th string 3rd fret. So you've got very slow, so slide, 1st finger to the 5th string 3rd fret, open up the 5th string, I don't know that I mentioned that before, and then terminate with the ring finger to the 6th string 5th fret, 1st finger 6th string 3rd fret. And then it goes back into D chord. From this point forward, a lot of times in the chords that you've got the open D, you'll hear a pull that will happen on the 6th string 3rd fret that pulls it towards, you're just pulling the string like down the fretboard, but it's pulling the tone towards a G note. So you hear that pull happen a lot whenever you're in the D chord, and then also the A chord from this point forward. So here's where lyrics start. And it's a D, pull, and then after the pull you immediately come up into a G chord. Now the way that this G chord is being played is you'll pull and then hit with your ring finger on the 6th string 3rd fret and slide it up to the 6th string 5th fret, and behind it put your 1st finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret. So 6th string 3rd, 2nd string 2, your ring finger will be muting out the 5th string, but then strings 4 and 3 can ring open behind your 6th string. You'll want to leave out the 1st string. After this, it then goes to an A chord again, and then you'll pull and come back down to the D. And then I don't think that Tyminski actually plays this, but the vocal melody walks up to the A. So I play that walk up by going 6th string 4th fret, 6th string 5th fret, 6th string 6th fret, and then into an A chord. A lot of times I'll play my A chord not a standard bar, but I will just fret strings 4 and 3 on the 2nd fret, leaving the 2nd string open, so that that I can get that tone from time to time. And then it goes back into the pull into the D. And then you can hear the little riff of the upchucks. Kind of basically the main riff again, but it up strums. Like you're really doing this right here throughout most of the song, but the riffs tend to happen on the ups of those, of the... So you can fool around in that little minor scale there of 5 string, 3rd fret, 5 string, 5 fret, 4 string, 3 fret, 5 string, 5 fret, 5 string, 3 fret. And then that just repeats over and over. A, or D, pull, D, pull, G, A, pull, D, walk, A, pull, D, and then like fool around in that little box right there and time yourself out a riff, because each time it feels like it's different, but it is all based around that original opening riff of that feel right there. Lastly, the rhythm, it's just a chuck rhythm of basically downs and ups the whole time. I would suggest for practicing this rhythm, I think that I would play the track and then grab a guitar, mute the strings with your fingers, and just feel the rhythm of the song and do that to feel the rhythm and get the rhythm to the point that you want. And then you can start adding in the riffs of... So anyway, those are the chords and the movements and some ideas for how to approach Man of Constant Sorrow from O Brother, Where Art Thou, as played by Dan Tyminski. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.